Hello, welcome to Invictus Porsche. We have something rather unique today with us. It's a Porsche 981 Boxster. And the unique thing about this is it is a manual, and manual gearboxes on the 981s are absolutely phenomenal. We've had the Boxster manuals, the Cayman manuals, and we've had all the generations. We've had a 986 Boxster, a 987 Boxster, both the Gen 1s and the Gen 2s, and now a 981 Boxster. And the 981 Boxster manual gearbox, it is just phenomenal. It's such a fluid, efficient and responsive gearbox. Nothing comes within a mile to how good it is. But let's get right into the spec of this, because this is in the beautiful, extremely desirable Guards red color with the 18-inch Boxster Edition 3 alloys. But it's the styling of the Boxster 981s that just takes it out of this world, really. I mean, this curved, sculpted nature of the rear headlights, the way the spoiler sits, and also how it sort of comes up when it's retracted. I mean, as I said, this is a beautiful looking car, not just from how amazing it looks from the back, but also on the front, because a lot of the times this is what you would see first. But not every day do you actually get a car that looks awesome from the rear view as well as from the front view. But it isn't just about awesomely great looking car. This is a very practical car at the same time as well. I mean, look at that boot space. You can easily get a couple of suitcases in there, or, you know, luggage bags. And then if you need more space, guess what? You've got another boot space at the back. I mean, this is just unheard of for a small, nimble car like this. It's the interior that wins over this car for me, because you get so much space here. I mean, this is as far back the seat would go, and at the same time you can actually adjust the steering wheel. So whether you are someone my height that is 5'8", or if you're 6'4", you can comfortably make yourself feel great sitting inside it. You don't have to worry about, you know, that thought at the back of the mind that this is a small cabin space. The small cabin space is a massive advantage at the same time, because you don't get a lot of wind draft or tornadoes forming because of the wind due to the excessive space that you normally tend to get in the Porsche 911s. But the spec is really key on this. I mentioned the manual box, and we'll take it out on a test drive to tell you more about the manual box. It's got the soft the soft, smooth leather steering wheel, makes it feel, you know, beautiful to hold on to, and, you know, it almost melts in your hand. It's got the auto headlights. They're also daytime LED running lights, electric handbrake. The seats are adjustable from about 4 to 5 different positions. It's a combination of Alcantara and leather, which is perfect both for the summer and the winter, because leather can get extremely cold in the winter and extremely hot in the summer, and you don't have that same problem with Alcantara. And then let me just get into the inside of it here. You get a PCM, Porsche entertainment system that allows you to connect to your mobile phone, as well as have CD and aux connectivity, FM and AM radio. It's got a sports button, a retractable spoiler, stop start, and the roof is fully electrically operating. So if I was just to hold that button for a couple of seconds, I haven't even finished my sentence and the roof is closed. That is a fast, efficient roof, and the windows come up conveniently. Let's open it back up again. I mean, this weather is absolutely gorgeous. You've got to drive something like this with the roof down, not with the roof on. The tradition of small touches that Porsche applies to these cars that make it stand out. Red seat belts, wow. That little plate at the bottom that says Boxster in silver, beautiful. The aluminium face that you have for your cup holders, and look at that. I mean, you can actually just adjust the cup holders just by opening it from the side there, and it conveniently closes. And who would have thought that your cup holders are here if it wasn't for the fact that there is actually a small little design touch to it. heated seats is your thing, then this car does have heated seats, because to me heated seats is absolutely important, especially in the winter. I gotta keep my bum warm. But now let's talk about the gearbox. I mean, I'm in second gear right now, and it is such a seamless feel to being able to go from first to second. It hasn't got that harsher feel of the Gen 1 987 Boxsters. In some regards, even the Gen 2 987 Boxster, by almost having to, grunt a little bit to take it through the gear changes. On the 981, on this Boxster, it's phenomenal. I mean, right now I've got an old Mini in front of me, so I'm afraid I can't really accurately illustrate what a wonderful feeling it is, because I'd be lying. But it genuinely is. I'm in third gear, going into fourth now. The engagement you get from a manual box is absolutely unbelievable. But before we get into that engaging, brilliant feeling mood, we're going to press that sports button to hear that beautiful tone of that flat six Boxster engine. Wow, sounds so good. This was at about 5,000 RPM. I'm in third gear, and just a moment ago I was in second gear. I still, unfortunately, can't illustrate because the Mini is still in front of us. And this is the pitfalls of old classic cars. Let's hear this baby sing. Wow. It genuinely sounds amazing, this 981 Boxster. It's unreal. And to truly appreciate it, I can't get that feeling across in the video enough. You've got to come in and see this in real life and test drive it and understand what I understand about this car. I've talked about the gearbox. Now you're probably wondering, where the hell is the engine? Well, as you know, it's not at the back and it's not at the front, because we just showed you the boot spaces. Well, the engine, for those of you that don't know, is in the middle. It's called a mid-engine car, and the transmission is behind the engine. And the mid-engine gives it absolutely phenomenal handling and makes the 981 Boxsters, or the Boxsters and the Cayman, some of the best handling cars in the Porsche lineup. I mean, to get anything better handling, you're talking about four-wheel, C4S, a turbo, or a GT level car. And there we're talking absolutely big money. In terms of performance, this engine here produces 261 brake horsepower, 280 Newton meters of torque. The top speed is 164 miles per hour. The 0 to 62 is possible in 5.8 seconds. The total curb weight is 1,385 kilograms, and the MPG is 34. That is combined MPG. And on a motorway, on a nice, good long run to your holiday, I reckon you can get anywhere between 35 to, in some cases, maybe 45. Depends if you're driving like a granddad. Something like this, where you're spending close to £30,000, you're probably wondering what kind of owners it's had. Well, this, from brand new, I've had 4 owners, and the current 4th owner had it from February 2018, and he's literally maintained it to absolute perfection. I mean, I've got to really walk around the car with a microscope to find much wrong with it. He'd recently replaced the tyres, so they're pretty much all 4 brand new tyres. It's got a full Porsche service history, and currently it's due for a service. So whether you want us to service it, or you want someone else that you want it serviced at, or at a main dealer, I'm sure we can accommodate it. So please feel free to reach out to us and ask us any questions you may have. But lastly, please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I hope you've enjoyed watching the video.